Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. We have just departed from the moon with the fantastic Kerbal rise in the distance, and all we have left to do now is bring these tourists home and land them safely. So we were slightly off on the maneuver node, the way we should be facing when we fire the engine. Should have not quite fired as much, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We've got plenty of fuel left. We're okay. This is going to bring us down to 60 kilometers. I think I'm just going to aero brake as much as is possible. Once again, for some strange reason, when I go into map mode and bring this up, I don't have control. That's a weird locking out thing. I'm not really sure about that, but yeah. So if we fire now, we'll push this along. And we will return to Kerbal. I'm not sure how many aero brakes it's going to take. I'm going to use as many as I can. Because we've got plenty of food and water. We've got... what have we got? What have we got here? Data info. Yeah, we got like 180 days. So we're all good. Fuel is a little bit of a concern, but not majorly. 60 kilometers is only just barely touching the atmosphere, but I don't really want to dive in too major. I could bring it down to 50 and try that. I think we'll stick with 60. We'll stick with 60. And, yeah. And I'm going to turn SAS off because we are actually in the shadow of the moon for a little while. Actually, we're going to be. Oh, I suppose what I should do is turn it over so it's actually got some oomph on its wings. Some yeah. Change our camera back to auto. There we go. Right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh yeah, I turned SAS off, didn't I? Like an idiot. Okay. Retrograde. There we go. Awesome. Right. Well, let's leave the moon's sphere of influence. Could be now. There we are. And let's descend and see how we do aero braking. Okay, so I've actually gone around the entire orbit. I accelerated time and flew straight past Kerbal and stopped it up here. So yeah, oops. But it should be okay. It should be okay. What we want to do is we kind of want to face prograde. Not prograde. I want to have the wings like as much radial out, I suppose would be the best way, wouldn't it? That'd be that marker there. Then we turn our plane to face that way, and that should, in theory, give us the best aero braking, I suppose. It would be the most wing mass against it. Hopefully the plane won't explode or do anything terribly wrong. Oh, what's getting hot? Is it that? I think it's that. Just gonna pitch forward a bit, I think. Oh, you can hold, you can hold. Right, this is a worrying, because a single dive into the atmosphere is really causing things to heat up a little bit. So, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, we're starting to cool off already. So, yeah. Right. So I'm basically going to do that over and over and over, and bring our app-axis down as far as I can, and I will see you when we're pretty much going to come into orbit, because I think once we get down low enough here, I can use the engine to pretty much stop us, and then we'll just dive in as slow as is possible. So I will see you on the other side. Okay, so we've been going round and round and round for about 4 days, I think, which isn't a great deal when you think, oh, that's not too bad, but it was doing like a day for an orbit, so probably about 8 or 9 orbits, I think. But I think it's about time we brought the ship home. So let's point ourselves retrograde whilst in the atmosphere, which is a fantastic, wonderful, brilliant thing to do. And I'm going to wait till we're past periapsis. Ooh, that fin really gets hot very quickly. And then we're going to fire the engines and just basically bring ourselves down. I don't think that's going to survive re-entry, if I'm honest with you. I reckon that's going to explode on us. Yeah, so we've got 30 seconds of fuel left, and we're going to bring our... I'm just going to fire it all the way and then we'll land wherever. Probably over here in the desert somewhere. Maybe. I'm not sure where the other airport is in the desert. It's there-ish, isn't it? I believe. Yeah, I think it is. Just below that mountain speck. So we'll see. But, yeah, going round and round. Actually, it looks like we're not going to catch it this time at all. No, we're not. Okay. Right, so we're going to have to do another orbit, but we should definitely catch it next time. So let's speed up. Just get out of here. Turn the SAS off so the craft can do its weird tumbly-folly, spinny round, I don't know what thing. But we're going to have to come in and I don't know quite what angle, about 45 degrees, something like that. Because we need to keep the tail protected. But we don't want to come in so sharp that it causes us to explode, basically. In fact, I think the angle we might be at might be good enough. No, it's going to be a bit too steep, that one. Put ourselves about 45 degrees. In fact, you know what? Let's put ourselves prograde. We've just entered the atmosphere. Put ourselves prograde. And then tell it to hold it there. And then as the world falls away from us, our nose would automatically rise. When we get down to the thick of stuff, because we are going to dip down to like almost 50 kilometers at quite a high speed. A little concerned about this. I reckon we're going to lose it. Can we land without a tail? Reaction wheels are pretty good. We've got plenty of electric charge. I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. So, by just pointing prograde and then tell it to hold SAS, as I said, because it's in orbital mode, it will pitch away from the planet as it goes. It will just always carry on pointing that way, and then the planet will just fall away underneath us. Which would mean we would end up getting about, well, we're about 30 degrees at the at our periaps. Pitch up taller than that now. Not really worry about it. Let's go radial out, shall we? Get up there. Boom. Got ourselves practically vertical. Means the full mass of the wings against the there we go. There we go. And we are going to come back down again. Boom. There we go. Okay, I think I might stay vertical for a while actually. Where are we going to land? We're going to land around there. I kind of want to just kind of stop us as quick as possible here, because if we go down into the thick of the atmosphere, the more surface area we have against the atmosphere, the better it will be. The quicker we'll slow down, which is what we want. We want to slow down fast, because I'm really concerned about things exploding. But then that has the opposite effect. By slowing down quickly, you're causing more heat to be generated. So yes. And I have just got a message as recording this episode here. In previous episodes, I had issues with the log file in Kerbalism showing weird things, and it's been fixed. So thank you so much. Thank you. Obviously, he's seen that video and saw that it was broken, and has corrected the problem. Awesome. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Oh, and there we go. So now we can't pitch up any higher. We're oh, right. Let's turn off time warp, because time warp does very weird things. I'm still getting to pitch up as hard as it possibly can, but it won't be able to. It won't be able to hold there. I did change the front winglets to actually be pitched, because I must have mucked them up, put them on roll. So yeah, but it's going to pitch up as hard as it possibly can, and I'm hoping that will slow us down quick enough. We don't have to worry about things exploding. You can see you've got the shockwave on this rear tail, and I'm really concerned it's going to go wrong. Also, it means we'll come down here somewhere, and we are a plane. Don't forget, we are a plane. We can sort of fly. So be so kind as to pitch up. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is having real problems. Yeah, so we are a plane, so when the atmosphere gets thicker, our wings will count for us, so we don't have to worry about sort of nose diving out to the sky, because we will be able to pull up. Hopefully be able to pull up, what I should say there. Just want to bleed off as much speed as possible. What I could do is just deploy these, couldn't I? Let's deploy them. Deploy as much as possible. Turn off SAS, and just let the front nose pitch up automatically for us. Which might be alright, but yeah, that might work for us. But deploying it, you just basically put it into, you can deploy it up or down, depending on the direction. And it's basically, that just means that we are pitching up at the nose as hard as we can. Ooh, we're going to lose that? I really hope not. Oh, we lost something. What did we lose? Oh, and poof. F2, no, F3? Oh wow, we lost the probe core? How do we lose the probe core but not lose the inflatable airlock? Oh, unless that airlock is no longer attached to the craft. That's possible. The airlock may no longer actually be attached to us, because there was a probe core in between the two. So okay. Those wings are getting very hot. I feel as if we lose them, we're in trouble. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy these ones. Oh, that way. Try and take some weight off of that. And then deploy out. So we've got some on the back as well pulling up. There we go, that's helped. And somehow we've turned over. We've rolled a little bit. Don't want to do that. We want to stay flat. If we can, please. There we go. And we are actually going to pull out of this by the looks of it, which is awesome. That's good. That means if we're going up, we're slowing down. It's good. The thing still wants to fall over, which is all right, I suppose. There's plenty of this. This looks kind of flat down there, so I suppose if we go that way a little bit, that's not so bad. There we go. There we go. I think we're all right. I think we're all right. Let's undeploy the front. We'll leave the back wings deployed. Yeah, that's no longer attached. That was just being held there by complete force. I'm surprised we didn't lose the strut selector. But yeah. Oh, we have lost the tail. Oh, when did we lose that? Oh, I'm blind. F3 exploded. 030. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's when we switched to the plane, wasn't it? So, okay, I have no idea when we lost that, but yeah. Let's redeploy them and try and get our nose up a little bit. And slow us down even harder. Turn that way. That seems fine to me. Let's switch this into ground so we know how far we're going. I want to slow down a bit so I can deploy the landing gear. Landing gear is really good at slowing you down as well. Let's add more drag to the craft. Okay, let's turn off that. Let's turn off that. Let's turn the SAS on. Boom. Probably the landing gear. Got to enable pitch on that as well. If the atmosphere is not quite as thick as we need it to be at the moment. Got no parachutes on this, so we need to come in for a landing. Ground looks okay, and I'm coming in at a very steep angle, but I'm still losing speed, which is interesting. Even though I'm coming in at, what are we at there, 25 degrees? We are still losing speed. But that's good. That is kind of good. I can use RCS as well. I completely forgot the RCS. Burn off a bit of that as well. Might help us a little bit. I basically need to get much lower to the ground and then pitch up pretty hard. Because if we pitch up too hard, too high, we're not going to be able to make it. We'll run out of speed before we run out of ground. This should be alright. Let's see. I don't think it is. Oh, this is going to be a very, 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 very hard landing. Oh. I am so sorry to the passengers in this plane. Wow. We're down. We are down. We are rolling to a stop. For some reason we are pulling over to one side. I don't quite know. It's probably because we're on a slope. We have no steering on these wheels, so that's a problem. So let's just. I was going to wait for it to come to a stop, but let's bring it to a stop, and there we are. Hurrah! Our tourists are down. Awesome. Awesome. We lost some important parts of the craft. The engine. The tail fin, probably the most important part was the tail fin there for keeping us stable, but reaction wheels are pretty good. And we lost the docking port, but we did it. We made it. We are on the surface. Awesome. Okay, let's recover ourselves and see how much money we made. And the return, we gained 1 science. Recovery vessel returned from the surface of Mimas. And the moon. Come on, we're in 1 science. We got 15,000 funds back for the craft. We have 7 million credits. That contract was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And everyone leveled up, all the tourists leveled up, not that they're ever going to do anything, but Minnie was level 2, Gamble was level 2, Valentina was already level 2, she's fine, so awesome. But yes, that means that we completed that contract there, and we saved Mindu from orbit as well. And we need to find the overline formation on Mimbus. Ah, it's telling me it's on Mimbus. Ah, okay. Cool. Awesome. So a successful mission. A successful mission. And we have in orbit of the moon a craft now as well with some fuel on board, which is cool. Shall we upgrade this? Boom. There we go. And I want to upgrade that. We can have unlimited parts. Awesome sauce. And that's already been fully upgraded. So there we go. Awesome. So now we can unlock one of these. And it is literally just one. These are all 550. So what are we going to go for? Big bada boom engines. Kind of like the idea of that. More fuel tanks. I like that fuel tank. That's a very good fuel tank for booster. It allows you to put 5 engines on the bottom or something. So it's very good, very useful. Don't really need those for the minute. Composites are okay for building things. Get bigger streams. No. I love planes, but no. Not doing planes. No, not doing planes. Sorry. No. Wheels. Bigger wheels could be useful. Grip strips. Science. Oh, of course. The Convertitron. Do you want to go down this route? I've been holding off a long time because I've been waiting for Kethane to be updated because that's a very simple way of redoing fuel, but it's not, obviously, it's not being updated. So maybe we just go for this and maybe we just start doing a fuel setup. The only problem to it, as I said, is it takes a vast amount of power and I don't have any nuclear reactors. Remote guidance unit, that's useful. More antennas. Don't know if we need any of those antennas. A monopropellant APU, rechargeable battery bank and fuel cells. Meh. Here's the RTGs, which mini nuke. What does that do? That produces. Oh, it needs to be deployed. That's science to parameters. So that's the one for the craft. That one produces 0.75 electricity. So that's the only deep electricity recharge you have. There's no nuclear reactors or anything. So a little awkward. And then we've got the gravity ring, which we will kind of need if we're going to Mimbus. I think maybe not. Kind of want to get bigger engines. Should we go for bigger engines? Let's go for bigger engines. Boom. There we go. Awesome. And as if by magic, we have new thing. Ooh. Yes, I decided to install USI tools and Lunar Direct, which is something I've been interested in for a while. USI tools, just the basic one, gives us nuclear power. It also gives us quite a few other little bits and pieces. Not that I can find one to show you now, but there are other things in here as well. But it gives you nuclear power, waste containers, all that sort of jazz. Container tanks and more container tanks. Not sure. Exotic fuel storage. Specialized fuel storage. Fuel liquids and gases. They're not really important because we don't have any of the mega specialist things installed. We've just got standard nuclear reactors. We haven't got anything stupid fancy. There is some things down here as well. Logistics, which is tanks. We've got containers which can be changed to do food waste, uranite and ore. So got a few things there, and then advanced logistics gives us bigger containers. So we can do other things if we want to. As I said, I installed Lunar Direct as well. I'm not sure where Lunar Direct actually is, as in the parts for it. There's one piece. But if we go into the VAB, Then you can see we've got a new piece here, the Zubrin command module, which is got quite a bit of everything on it. It's got all weird things in it as well. I have updated Kerbalism as well, and I noticed there's a few other things have appeared. I've got a crew report on that one there. Interesting, that one's got crew report. I've got a lab built into it, that's why. Can I configure the lab? Apparently not. Configure naming vessel, inventory, configure the pod. I think that's not it. No, normally you can configure the lab, but this doesn't have that option for some reason. Unless I'm just being completely blind, I don't know. But it's got a light in it, and the idea is that this also has some liquid fuel and oxidizer and things like that, and it's designed to build up with its own system. You can see here it's got all sorts of things. It's got a nose cone with a docking port. Open nose cone. It's got parachutes apparently on board. Didn't know that. Parachute on board. Heat shields. The LRM engine. I don't know. I've not played with this a great deal yet, but yeah. Essentially, you can build a pod out of it, and that will deploy the heat shield. So when it's coming down, it slows down a lot quicker. And then you've got the Weaver habitat underneath, which has got all sorts of stuff in it, inventories, different labs and bays, and all sorts of bits and pieces. And yeah, and that's designed to stay on the surface. We've got landing legs, which are built into it here. If I push the right button, there we go. Let me touch that one there. And again, there we go. Oh, there's the legs. Maybe they're the legs, I don't know. Maybe there are other legs, I'm not sure. Space stairs. Bladders? Probably for here. It's attached. Yep, there you go. That attaches to there. You can retract it and it shrinks inside, and you can extend it and it pops out. There we go. Specifically designed for that. It's got lots of little cool parts to it as well. Yeah, it seems a bit weird that we're missing. Oh, I know why. It could be that you're supposed to put the heat shield on it. Is that a thing you're supposed to do, or is it supposed to be? Nope, maybe not. Okay. I will have to actually read how this thing goes together, because I don't know. I don't know. I'm obviously guessing this very wrong. So yeah, but that we can use that to go to Duna, which is probably our next step. But I need to unlock nuclear reactors because we haven't actually got any. We've got big solar arrays and things like that, but we don't have any nuclear reactors. And I want a nuclear reactor for when we land on Duna. So that's going to be where we are. We've got logistics as well. I'm not sure. Oh wow. But Kerbalism really integrates into USI. It allows you to choose what you want to put on here. Liquid fuel, oxidizer, monopropellant, liquid hydrogen, water, wastewater. Awesome. Got this Kerbal inventory. That allows you to have food in it, the supply one, so that's quite useful. More supply containers as well. That one can be carried by Kerbals. That's actually quite a useful one. It's quite small. I remember seeing this before. But Kerbals can actually carry that on their backs. And you can go and like put in, you know, you can just have oxygen and then carry it from one place to another. It's quite a useful little thing. A stove supply pack, that's new to me. I don't know what that is. Planetary warehouse, oh god, we're getting into things that I think it's integrated probably from another mod. Yep, I don't think we're going to use that. The USI warehouse, which allows you to build off-world, don't have any of that. But that's quite cool, because yeah, we can have other containers, which is always useful. But we need to unlock the nuclear reactors, which means we need another 500 science. We need 300 more science. And where are we going to get 300 more science from? Where haven't we been? Let's see here. Filter by research. Go away. Go away. No. There we go. Asteroid sample, atmosphere analysis. Apparently we haven't done any of those. Flying low and flying high and on the surface. We haven't done any atmosphere analysis. I think that's because we've only just unlocked that. Pressure scans we've done everywhere apart from the Badlands. Beep, I don't even know what beep is. That's in space low around the Highlands. Birdie is flying low and flying high. We'll build a plane and get some atmospheric analysis and find out where Birdie is. Needs 7%, needs intake. So if we load up our old science plane, which will be in here somewhere, science plane 5. Random plane, science plane 5. Let's try that one. Yes, that's the one. Had a booster to make it go along the track faster. We now have in our science one of these. We also have a seismic accelerator. And these be configured. The atmospheric science, which is a bit marked up there, or underwater underwater science, or atmospheric harvester. I do remember doing this because we tried to do the submarine. It wouldn't have it, would it? It wouldn't do it for us. Okay. So why don't we do this? Configure atmospheric science. What ones do we want? Okay, so that's one of them. I want to configure this one, change it to be wing, cloud. That's flying high over biomes. That's flying low over biomes. Let's go with wing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with wing. Is it wing or is it wing and beep? We need all of them. So we've done all these, haven't we? I think. Filtered by current vessel. Crew report. Yeah, we've done everywhere, aren't we? Apart from the Badlands. Not Badlands drop north. Radiation scan is done. Apart from the surface of the water and the surface of the telemetry scan. Done but not landed at certain places. Yeah. Oh, splash down as well. That's really difficult to do. Splash down at tundra. Really awkward. Flying high is also in this road. This plane can't really do that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of those experiments. And I might actually... I'm tempted to do something like this, which may look a little strange. If I'm honest, probably is a little strange, but what we can do, angle these a bit better so they're at least like facing in line with the aerodynamics. That's because them wings are not attached properly. Okay. I feel as if this plane has problems that I'm not aware of. Right, so if we go to the outside and we go configure atmosphere, we'll go, that's the first one. Oh, remove from symmetry, removes from symmetry. Right. Configure, that should be the second one, which is barometer, we don't want that. Wing, there we go. Figure, cloud, that's flying high, I don't really want that one. Oh, that's it, so we have a cloud. Okay, we'll go with cloud. Then we'll go with barometer. I'm not sure where beep is then, because apparently we have unlocked beep. Is that in a different one here? Atmospheric harvester. No, it's not. Okay, so if I start, that's atmosphere, that's wing, that's cloud, that's pressure. Not sure where wing science is then. Curve at hypersonic flight, so we haven't unlocked that yet. Oh. CO2 reliability. It's odd though, because when we go to this here and we filter by researched, we have this beep one, which we haven't done, but I don't know where to get it from. Where is beep? And I'm sure many episodes ago, I was told where to get it from. I think Sir Mortimer said, actually I'm sure he said that they were in here. Maybe they've been moved since then, I don't know. There's no way to configure this. We can configure the pod, but we can't do monoprop oxygen fuel cells, blah blah. Mystery goo is mystery goo. Oh, that's got beep on it. Ah, there we go, that's why. Okay, this is the one, this is the thing we need to do. Hold on, I seem to remember us doing that and it was going to take like years or something to do, so yeah, okay, that's fine, right. We don't have another pilot, so I guess Valentine is going to go on this jaunt. Yeah. Okay, with our thing running, auto, there we go. No storage space. Why is that? Interesting. Why is there no storage space? We have 4 megabytes and 122 kilograms left, and we are currently using nothing. Let's take off, see what we can do. I modified this with the solid boost. I don't know if I've shown this before, but it's got the solid boost on there just to try and get up to speed a bit quicker than just using the engines. Don't really know if it works, if I'm honest with you. It probably feels about the same, but these are really cheap and they just push you along quite happily. And what I should do really is, as that gets towards the end of its lifespan, I should spool up the engines. Because they do take a little while to spool up, and then we can drop it off and take off, and there we go. And we're in the air. Woohoo! Okay. And oh. I guess we made that a bit too heavy. Well, we'll have to figure out the bugs and come back with a new and improved plane. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.